Squash. I get so hungry just thinking about sweet summer squash on the grill. Last year I planted a few seeds, but they didn't germinate that well, and I ended up having to replant. Now I feel like it's too late in the season, but Danielle says this is actually the perfect time to plant squash.
So Sarah, I really think that you didn't wait long enough to plant your seeds last year. You really need to wait until the soil is warmed up till about 70 degrees before you plant.
Yeah, I was really itching to get everything in by mid-spring. It seemed like there wouldn't be a long enough season otherwise.
No, you really do want to wait until that soil is warmed up. And there's a quick trick to know whether or not it's time. You stand barefoot in your garden where you're going to plant your squash seeds for 5 minutes. If your feet don't get cold, then it's good.
Wouldn't it be easier just to use a soil thermometer?
Yeah, but what fun would that be? So what kinds of squash did you get this year?
Well, I got 3 kinds. I got basic zucchini. This is a variety called Black Beauty. And I got a golden zucchini because I love the golden color, but I'm not a big fan of those yellow crookneck squashes.
How come?
I just find them kind of seedy and cory, so I don't really like cooking with them.
Okay.
And then I'm trying a new variety called Ronde Denise. This is like a zucchini, but it's about the size and shape of a baseball, so I thought that would be fun to roast and stuff.
Funny enough, I actually got that same variety this year.
Cool.
I'm excited to try it.
So I know you're supposed to plant zucchini in hills, so
No. Before you go there, we're actually going to build hills out of plastic nursery pots.
What?
All right, listen, I haven't led you astray yet. Come with me.
Okay.
So to build this unique squash hill, you start by digging a hole several inches deeper and wider than a 1 or 2 gallon empty plastic nursery pot. Then fill the hole with compost so the nursery pot's lip sticks up about 1 to 2 inches out of the ground. Backfill around the rest of the pot with compost. When you're finished, there should be no soil in the pot. Plant 4 to 6 seeds a ½ an inch deep and 2 to 3 inches away from the edge of the plastic nursery pot.
Okay, I think I'm getting to be a pretty savvy gardener, but this is the weirdest system I've ever seen. What the heck is the pot for?
Okay, so I won't leave you in suspense any longer. This pot actually acts like a water reservoir for the squash plants.
Oh, cool. So I pour the water into the pot and it comes out the holes at the bottom and waters the roots.
Exactly, and it's a much slower way of watering your squash plants, much more effective, and you get slow, deep watering, which is crucial for squash plants.
I did notice the squash were really thirsty plants last year. This is my favorite gardener's trick yet. But it seems like 4 to 6 seeds is kind of a lot for this much area.
Well, don't worry, we're going to thin in a couple weeks when the seedlings come up. After the seedlings have put on a few sets of leaves, examine which 2 or 3 look the strongest around the pot and pull out the rest. Be careful not to disturb the roots of the seedlings that'll be left behind.
Okay, I'd love to plant some more squash, but I'm not ready to get rid of these lettuces yet. So can I come back in here in another couple weeks and plant a few more?
Absolutely, and you know what? It's a good idea to plant a few squashes a little bit later in the season. That way your harvest will last longer.
A good trick.
It is. And you know what? I'm also going to come back in a couple of weeks for squash borer patrol, and I'm going to bring some pantyhose and tinfoil with me.
Wow, I'm really scared.
You should be.